situations here. So Phoenix will get the first possession. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. Knocks it down from distance. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Wall gets the bucket.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Bridges. Booker against George. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Already a terrific career for Booker. Three-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. It's just a big honor.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game, even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
Sinks the tray.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
Paul passes to Bridges. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Aiden. Just 5 on the clock. Outside Booker. The three is up. Gets the three to fall. Booker's got 8.
Yeah, so good to see Booker knocking down the corner triple. A go-to scorer with considerable range.
Wall against Booker. Here's George. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Paul, and for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Back to Paul. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Here's Wall. To the middle. Here's Leonard. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Paul. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
With the ball on his string and that short area burst, Chris Paul can get anywhere he wants to go.
Wall, the pass to George. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Wall finds George.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
George draws the double. Knocked away. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Paul with it. On the take. Up top, Crowder. Now Booker from deep. From beyond the arc and then some. Booker's got 11.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
Here's George. Nice move. Can't get it to drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Boy, the offense has been on point.
They have great timing and great communication. So hard to get stops against them.
Now here's Booker. He's got 11. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, even in a bad situation, Booker has finesse. Works around the foul with grace instead of power.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Ball against Wall. It's George on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. There's 48 seconds left in the opening quarter. Ball against Paul. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. Pass to Booker. Crowder a screen on George. And Booker with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Paul. Pass to Aiden. Outside Booker. That'll count. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's Phoenix with a...
And please give a big round of applause for your son's youth tennis team.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's 8 in it to 5. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter.
He didn't have his feet planted.
Now here's Paul. Paul draws the double. Three-pointer, Bridges. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Wall, and the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Ball against Wall. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Three-pointer off the mark. Morris down low. He's against Crowder. Here's Zubats. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Phoenix has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Crowder finds Aiden. Outside Paul. Back to Aiden. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7. Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Paul passes to Aiden. Here's Bridges. Outside for Booker. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Booker.
Misread each other on the pass, tried to recover, but too late.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Outside Wall. George outside. Banked it in off the glass. And it's now only a 5-point Suns lead.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Crowder with a screen. And Booker with the jam.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's George. 7 points in the game. Oh, and Another three for the Clippers.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Ball against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Now here's Bridges. Here's Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the wing. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Oh, wasted no time on that one. Leonard's gotten his second bucket of the game.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. He gets separation almost any time he wants.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. Drains the triple. And the Suns lead by 5.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
Leonard outside. Up top, George. Out to Leonard. Puts up a 3. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. There's 38 seconds left in the second. Paul against Wall. Outside for Booker. Here's the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 3 assists in the game.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Now here's George. He's got 10. The rebound by Bridges.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
Here's Booker. And so it's Phoenix finishing the...
Your Suns, 30. The Clippers, 22.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the 1.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Powell. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Payne. Sharic, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Lee. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Batum finds Jackson. Reverses. No luck on that one. So Phoenix will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 11. Lee into the lane. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end. How can you leave this guy that wide open? Please, that's terrible.
Outside Payne. Pass to Johnson. Sharic, a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Clippers trail. Jackson, right side. Here's Batum. Off target from three-point range. It's a one-on-one situation. And Sharic throws it down.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Jackson, the pass to Kennard. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The shot misses. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. And it's blocked. And he gets it back. Pass to Kennard. Batum sets a screen. And the Clippers miss again.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. From deep, Johnson. He drops it from range. Johnson's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Sharic. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Payne, pass to Sharic. Outside Payne. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Here's Shamet. Looking for his first basket, still in this one.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Jackson outside. Excellent D there from Payne. Phoenix has gotten 6 of 10 three-pointers to drop. Here's Lee. Pass to Shamet. Sharic a screen. Shamet into the lane, and he banks in the layup. Shamet's got his second basket.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Now here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Wait, big finish, big time, and man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them, a spark.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son's youth.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Back to Wall. George for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Bridges outside. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Outside wall. Pass to Leonard. And the shot goes down.
I love how Kawhi gets to his spots. He won't let the defense throw him off.
Phoenix has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Paul with it. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Crowder finds Booker. This one for three. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Outside wall. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here, and they'll keep possession. Here's George, and stolen by Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
You're looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
George outside. From deep three-point range. Crowder grabs the miss. Phoenix has gotten 7 of 12 three-point attempts to fall. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. It's Booker on the wing. No good with the triple. The Clippers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Suns have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Paul shot is off. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Morris passes to George. The three sinks it from distance.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
There's a minute 40 left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Crowder from the arc. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 5 assists in the game.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now Paul. Bridges outside. Fades and shoots. No good that time.
Went to the fadeaway. Didn't need to, though. Probably cost him some points.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Suns.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Devin Booker.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
George, a deep three. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Paul. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A clean win and one win.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA. Hey, Brent, tonight we got a terrific matchup in the backcourt. Let's rewind here a little bit, go back to when you played. Who were some of the guards you really enjoyed playing against?
What if I start with the list of the guys, Kevin, I didn't enjoy playing against? If I named Allen Iverson, Mitch Richmond, and of course, Michael Jordan.
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that. No. Wow, he was up there, Kevin. Sometimes it's the simple play that's most effective. D'Lo with a nice assist.
George sets a screen for Wall. Outside, George. They get it again. And the dunk by Zubac.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Back to Russell. That shot off. Wall with some nice defense.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
That one goes in.
Once Leonard gets some wiggle room down there, with his broad shoulders, he figures out how to execute and knock it down.
Russell inside. Gobert. Rebound by the Clippers. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. If you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
Russell passes to Edwards. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now here's Wall. Outside, George. The three. The Clippers rebound. Zubac kicks to George. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Edwards finds Gobert. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Wall against Russell. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Outside Leonard. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. To the middle. Wall with the steal. Leonard on the wing, defended by Gobert. Leonard inside, Gobert on him, and it's Leonard missing.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
We've got 1:28 left in the first. In the corner, George with it. Zubac a screen on Edwards. And George gets it to go.
Just smart use right there, Paul George in the mid-range.
Edwards looking it over. And Edwards with the stop.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. It's Wall with the drive. And the slam dunk by Wall.
At times, Wall can be so explosive here, playing downhill, and then just sails over the defense for the dunk.
Edwards dishes to Towns, and it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Edwards passes to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And all of that size rolling there after that screen. Gobert moves now with such confidence when in the pick and roll.
Outside, Wall. Here's George. Gobert pulls it in. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They trail by 3. Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
Well, when you're super creative like D'Angelo is, playing in the pick and roll becomes a really fun game within the game.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Towns wide open. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Clippers leading by 3. In the corner, George with it. And it's George finishing it off.
Paul George, a swing player, and right there swinging on the rim.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team.
And here's Wall. He's got 7. Nice move. Oh.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Here's Edwards. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Morris passes to Leonard. Morris with the screen for Leonard. Oh, Morris in position. To the inside. Russell. Up and in on the layup.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. It's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Russell against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And that's just too easy for Towns. You allow him to get that deep in the paint, and he's going to punish you.
Wall against Russell. And Wall slams it home.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Not as good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Edwards. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Left side, Wall. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Here's Leonard, trying to the hoop, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
George against Edwards. Pass to Prince, back to Edwards. Outside, Towns. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the second quarter. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Back to Leonard. Down low. Wall. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
And you love how Kawhi has developed this part of his game. Just able to find teammates and rack up assists.
Count that one. And now that's 11 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Wall dishes to George. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The length and the athleticism combination of Paul George is very hard to guard.
2 shots. He hits the second from the line. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. John Wall getting it done for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's man in at the 3 spot. Here's Powell. Shot clock at 5. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves trail by 5. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
The drive by Jackson. Outside for Batum. Here's Covington driving inside. That one goes. Count it.
Well, teams want to get Covington off the three-point line and make him uncomfortable, but he shows you he can finish off the bounce.
And he dunks it down.
And just a strong finish. The D just one step behind on that play.
Hey, Greg, that's all he needed. That's a dunk this crowd will remember for a while. Jackson looking around, and Batum kicks to Powell. Second shot opportunity. Reed with the block, and he gets it back. Here's McLaughlin. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. On the wing, Batum. Guarded by Reed. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Part of the lean years in Los Angeles, I was there, unfortunately. It's incredible to see that this franchise has become a better winning percentage team than the Lakers in the past decade.
Morris checked in for Kyle Anderson. And Brett, that Clippers turnaround, did you see that coming?
I mean, not in this way, Kevin. Certainly it's been a lot of outside factors that have gotten the Clippers to this point.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
At the line for Minnesota, Wendell.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can
The previous play is under review
to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And now the Timberwolves on the break. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
execution with pace, that's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Jackson gets the bucket.
Good work down low from the 6'2" Reggie Jackson. Not bashful.
Here's McLaughlin, guarded by Jackson. And Covington sends it back. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw drops for Covington. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
The Clippers shoot their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
In the 2021 playoffs, you remember Reggie Jackson came up huge for the Clippers, averaging almost 18 points a game before they finally lost to the Suns in the Western Conference Final.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And then for Los Angeles, Zubac is checked in for Batum. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mann. And George is subbed in for Norman Powell.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
George against Edwards. Leonard with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles. Russell kicks to Towns. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Towns is doubled, and he uses the glass on the layup. Towns has got 13.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Jackson dishes to Leonard, and finished off by Leonard.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Prince, the pass to Edwards. And the rejection by Leonard.
That's why they call him the clock. Kawhi getting in there with those massive mitts.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. Greg crossover to get free.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
George, no good on the free throw.
You look at the massive hauls that have been received in the trades with Paul George. That should tell you how valuable PG is.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat. Up 8.
your Timberwolves defense team.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Timberwolves trail by 8. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Edwards with the stop.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
George with the ball. And the rejection by Towns. Edwards drives in. Here's Gobert. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. Robert Covington picks one up. A free throw drops for Gobert.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
All with it. Picked up by Edwards. From deep, George. That one doesn't go. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. The pass to Gobert. Leonard with the steal. Lob pass to George. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Prince kicks to Edwards. Russell passes to Edwards. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on George. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Timberwolves trail to take the lead. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
And that was a confident shot. Love when Edwards just rises up and fires off the dribble.
And Wall kicks to George. A crossover, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
And it's sent back by George. Covington passes to Zubac. Kicks it out to Covington. Covington setting the pick for George. This one for 3. Drops in the tray. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Los Angeles.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, another thing that has really stood out is just their effort defensively. Active hands, jumping the passing lanes, racking up steals. That's been impressive.
And he drives in. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. Here's Edwards. A special move before the shot. Edwards got 22.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
And stolen by Prince. Towns with it. He's picked up by Wall. Towns kicks to Edwards. Russell passes to Gobert. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Shooting foul. The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The previous play is able to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. We're double-checking, and the game continues on.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. If this game's still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Covington kicks to Leonard. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And now the go-to guy in these situations. Leonard can handle that kind of pressure in the big moment as well as anyone.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Got it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Everyone's answering the bell and executing.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. Gobert with the defensive effort.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off. I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Edwards can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. They've led by as much as 10. Now Wall. Driving in. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
It's Thursday afternoon, and we've got basketball. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even to Zubats out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the one spot.
So many NBA players will tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
Here's Wall. The shot won't fall. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Teams try.
And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People will work.
The previous play is unbelievable.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And Morant, no good on that one.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Leonard. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubats. That's his first foul. Payne against George. Brooks outside. Outside for Morant. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Now here's Payne. No good on the triple. Brooks against Wall. Hangs. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
John Wall, of course, the #1 pick back in 2010. Game is largely predicated on speed, the ability to get downhill, but boy, he has added strength to that incredibly long frame. He has been a force to be reckoned with.
Here's Morant. They set the pick. Going inside.
Oh, wow! Incredible! The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Wall against Morant. George, a screen on Morant. Wall, the pass to George. Oh, it's stolen by Adams.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Second personal foul. 13 foul.
The free throw drops for Adams.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively.
Now here's Morant. 6 points for him.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. So it's the Clippers now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. George's shot is off.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaron Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
From deep, Payne. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Now here's Wall. No good. Had a chance to end the run there. And the Jacksons just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Grant.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. And it's Adams with the finish.
Boy, Steven Adams just plays with tremendous energy and aggression. Look out, Rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. George passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
The defense has zero clue on how to guard Paul George. A screen and roll genius. Fantastic at knowing when to pass.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. And a missed layup.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Now George. Clock at 6. Drills it from deep.
You can see there's complete trust in Paul George in pick and rolls. Fantastic at taking advantage of the defense and the separation they give him.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Now here's Leonard. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Wall. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, Covington with a block.
So disruptive at the defensive end. Look in the box score, and Covington will be the source of blocks and steals consistently.
The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
Well, hey, guys, I mean, can we talk about how unselfish they've been? Just racking up the assist numbers, moving it around with great precision.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubats, and it's Wall in at the 1. Adams high post. Zubats there, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That'll be a second foul of the game. And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Zubats. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
Morant against Leonard. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Zubats with a screen on Bane. George passes to Zubats. Kicks it to George. Here's Leonard. 4-3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Brooks from outside. Here's Adams. That shot, no good. Oh, solid D from Leonard. And there's the lob. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Up top, Brooks. Wall covering. From deep, Morant. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 5th rebound in this one. Count it. Jackson's got his first bucket in this one.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Out to Covington. Back to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, don't let Kawhi's quiet demeanor fool you. This guy has athleticism and explosiveness. How about that in style?
Moran against Leonard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Moran's got 3 assists now in this one.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth, just couldn't finish.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
We know how dominant George can be on both ends of the floor, Doris.
Well, consider he's a great scorer, a 3-level scorer, and then he's able to guard perimeter and post players. That combination of size, length, athleticism, he continues to be a major threat in this league.
Morant, pass to Adams. Jackson for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
1:06 left in the first half. Zubats with a screen on Bain. And he's going for the oop here. Zubats' shot is off.
And the idea was good, but the execution severely lacking.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Wall against Morant. Out to Covington. The 3 is up. And again, it's the Clippers missing. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. From deep, Morant. No good there. So the Clippers will take it the other way. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Leonard. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Bain, the pass to Adams. Here's Morant. There's the drive. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
And so it's Memphis leading by 7.
The Clippers, 17.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Well, this is what makes Paul George special. Elite two-way plays, and that send-it-back block sends a message to the offense. I'm here tonight, folks. But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Jones with the ball, and it's Leonard picking him up. On the wing, Green. The kick out to Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Conchar. Pass to Clark. Lets it go from 14. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the Grizzlies shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. The kick out to Williams. 90 seconds into the second half now.
This guy has such quality length for his position. Robert Covington able to match up against any offensive player.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
George passes to Leonard. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regrouped. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Green. Now here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Los Angeles has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Jackson, pass to Powell. The kick out to Morris. Here's Batum. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Williams grabs the board. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Here's Green. The kick out to Williams. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. And the shot's good. The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Here's Mann. Green covering. Mann misses. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Clark, the pass to Green. Misses off the left iron.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Morris on the wing for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Memphis has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Morris, a screen on Green. It's good from the top of the key.
You've got to be able to manipulate pick and roll. Norman Powell taking what the defense gives him. That's really nice.
Jones from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. The kick out to Morris. He takes it in. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Jones up top. Defended by Jackson. Green for 3. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Mr. Morris leaves no doubt.
There's 21 seconds left in the third quarter. To the inside. Clark, the pass to Green. And it's rejected. Pass to Jackson. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now only a 5-point Memphis lead.
Boy, just good heads-up play by Batum. Spots the open man, but delivers it on time and on target.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. And
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth band.
well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Grizzlies shooting a solid 47%. And so in the game for the Clippers, Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Marcus Morris out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Payne. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Memphis.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
For the Clippers,
Substitution on the court.
Leonard outside. Pass to Covington. Back to Leonard. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That's on Steven Adams.
You can see the kind of savvy Kawhi Leonard plays with. This guy makes the defense commit and gets himself to the foul line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Memphis leading. A shot from the high post. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Morant's got 19 points. George outside. Leonard outside. On the mark with the 15-footer.
Well, Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
Outside Morant. Got a piece of it. Dive for it. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers' shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Here's Wall. George outside. Picked by Covington. George, no good.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Pass to Adams. Back to Payne. Here's Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And Morant drops them both. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Outside Wall. Pass to Leonard. It's tipped. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Wall against Brooks. Now here's Leonard. The D's right on him. George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Morant finds Brooks. And here's Morant. The 3. Nails it from 3. Morant's got 9 points now in the second half.
Morant doesn't need the 3-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Leonard for 3. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Payne against George. Leonard outside. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Morant with it. Checked by Wall. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Wall against Morant. outside wall. George outside. There's a minute 12 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Zubac passes to Covington. 6 to shoot. For 3, George knocks it loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Leonard.
And a comfortable win for them here. Game is out of reach. Time for the fans now to celebrate a win for the Grizzlies.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
And they get it back. Adams finds Morant. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
That doesn't go either for George. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to...
Our cameras caught the Clippers arriving at their building and coming through the tunnel with a lot of style and confidence. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And it's Wall in the corner. Pass to Zubac. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Leonard against Bridges. And Leonard gets it to go. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
Wall looking it over. Here's George into the lane, and then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here's Paul. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer is right on target.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Leonard, good.
And inside, Kawhi can be such a force, able to power his way to the shot.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. He told me they have to lean on their postgame tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Now, here's George. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Good on the shot.
A smart offensive player. I like watching Covington get interior positioning and look to score.
Wall against Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Really a good season for him overall last year when you look at the number, 83% from the line. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And the rejection by Zubac. And they're able to recover. Ball against Wall. Here's Ayton. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now, here's Wall. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. From deep, George, his shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Booker outside. Phoenix, no good that time either. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. The Clippers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Fires the three. Knocks down the three ball. Booker's got 9 points.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Ball against Paul. And Wall. Here we go now. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Paul looking over the floor. Booker outside. Drives to the hoop. Excellent D there from George. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers? Clippers leading by 3. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George, no good. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Bridges against George. The kick out to Crowder. Lock at 6. Wall against Paul. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. We're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. He feeds it to Ayton, and the shot goes in.
And padding that field goal percentage, just hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Ball against Wall. All up top. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Now here's Wall. Lob pass to George, and George with the stuff.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Paul against Wall. Paul kicks to Booker. With the drive, and then jammed down as he goes right over Ivica Zubac.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Suns. They trail by 1. Pass to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now here's Wall. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And that one's good, Ayton. Ayton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Suns.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Covington in the corner. George against Booker. George passes to Covington. George up top. Defended by Booker. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Suns have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. There's a minute left here in the second. Fires the 3, and Ayton throws it down.
Well, Devin Booker has really developed his pick and roll game, and let me tell you this, playing with CP3, that will help.
Wall against Paul. Wall dishes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bridges outside. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
Wall against Paul. Covington kicks to George. Three-pointer. At the tip. Great positioning on the putback. Zubac has got his first basket.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
Your Clippers, 25. The Suns, 26.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Saric and Johnson are on the block. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Lee in at the small forward position. Now here's Pound. To the paint. Here's Morris. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Morris has got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Clippers. Now here's Payne. Johnson outside. And the NBA in recent years has gone from measuring players' height in shoes to now, Richard, just in size. For instance, Draymond Green went from 6'7" to 6'6", although he'll probably argue that with you. Did you get shorter without shoes?
I was one of the rare players that actually rounded lower. I was 6'6" and 3/4 without shoes on, so I would probably be closer to 6'9" with shoes and socks and orthotics. So, you know, look, I was one of the honest ones, so I have no issue with them bringing it back down. So it's fine. I'm glad they're changing it up and we're getting accurate numbers.
Now here's Johnson. Norman Powell unable to get his last shot to go. Johnson's shot is off. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. It's a one-point game. Batum, good.
And a high percentage look there is what Batum is after. He goes inside and makes it happen.
Now here's Payne. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Charge, just screen on Jackson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Suns have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league.
And he gets it to go.
Now, this is what his coaches like to see. Jackson making an effort to distribute the ball in that situation.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Shamet. Plays it up and banks it in. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that hander.
Now here's Payne. Charge outside. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Puts the move on, and no problem from Powell as he finishes at the rim. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. Now Payne. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Here's Powell. Out of bounds. Phoenix takes possession. Phoenix. 1:29 left in the third quarter of the game. Payne looking around on the wing. Johnson. And he drives in, and Johnson with the stuff.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Both free throws good from Jackson. Suns trail by 3. 50 seconds left here in the third quarter. Out to Lee. Shamet on the wing. Off target with his 3. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable.
And an excellent pass by Morris. A guy known for his finishing ability, but he also has the skills to facilitate.
And here are the Suns now. After the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Johnson. Here's Payne. Lee outside. Just 5 to shoot. Another shot. The Suns need to get a shot off. Batum with the steal. Oh, Morris in position. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top. They're up by. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard and off guard, filled by Jackson and Powell. Morris is out there with Batum, and it's Kennard in at the 3 slot. On the wing, Bridges. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here's George, and there's the drive. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
That's his first.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. Trailing here by 8. The kick out to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Crowder's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is Paul's game. A pass-first point guard who excels at setting up his teammates.
Ball against Paul. Outside, George. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
And on offense, George has looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Here's Paul. The kick out to Crowder. A second chance effort over George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers? That one misses. Clippers leading by 6. Outside, Wall. Back to George. Zubac with the screen for George. No good that time.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Bridges. And Covington sends it back. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. From deep. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Leonard with the steal. Outside for George. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Crowder from outside. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Covington. George looking around. Plenty of space. George missing again. Suns trail by 8. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Kicks it out to Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
That is not the shot they needed there. You've got to work it around and get a better look.
Ball against George, and he converts the layup. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Ball against Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Here's Leonard. Outside for George. Just 5 on the clock. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here is Paul. The kick out to Crowder. Booker outside. From downtown, it counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
When they need points, they do everything possible to get Booker his touches.
Outside Leonard. Covington against Crowder. Back to Leonard. 5 to shoot. There's the dish to George. A jump hook, And no good. Trying to use the glass.
And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
Here's Los Angeles now. They've led by as much as 10. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Leonard finds George. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. There's the three. And that one is off. So the Clippers with the win. Probably a little. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
Oh, say does.
Welcome all. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. The Clippers' new arena in
Yeah, can't wait to experience it firsthand, Allie. Thank you. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
And the Clippers with the ball. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. From the top of the key, Leonard's shot's good.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Edwards against George. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, BA, is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined. But it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy.
Now here's Wall. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Beyond the arc. Hits the trifecta. Towns has got 5 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the big finish by Wall.
This is John Wall at his absolute best. In attack mode, going right to the rack.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. McDaniels, a screen. Goes up again. Pass to Edwards. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Wall against Russell. Wall gets the bucket. Wall's got his second basket of the game.
Well, I love how crafty Wall can be in the paint. Sees an opening and then exploits that opening to get his shot.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Paul George pulls down the board. The Clippers have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp.
Something you can't put a price tag on, the Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Here's Russell following the score by the Clippers. Edwards can't hit. The Clippers have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Boy, a wicked dunk by Leonard, showing this defense just how explosive he can be.
So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, BA. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Now here's Edwards. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. The Clippers in the lead. 1:27 left in the first quarter. George. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Aggressive defense from Towns there, staying all over the shot and getting a clean block.
They get it back. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Towns has got 7.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Second shot opportunity. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Paul George.
And the Stifle Tower makes his presence felt on the offensive end. He's really developed an array of moves on the interior. Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Outside wall. Inside. Here's George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Right side, McDaniels. Gobert inside. And it's Wall with the block.
He's a bigger point guard now. He's got length and athleticism, so Wall can block a shot or two, especially when he's engaged on defense.
The free throw drops for Leonard. George for 3.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, the tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
And so, lots of scoring in a competitive. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Wall in at point guard. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Wall. Pass to Leonard. Out to Covington. Back to Leonard. And there's a 3-second violation. Grant, we always talk about great footwork from post players, but how about perimeter players?
You know, I'm glad you brought that up, B.A. Great perimeter players have elite footwork. The footwork helps to create the opportunity to score, whether that's shooting a 3 off the dribble or even in the post-up. Great, elite, fantastic, iconic guards who could do it all have superior footwork. Believe that.
Tipped to the right side. 4 on the clock. Towns. And he converts the layup. Towns has got 9 points.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Wall. Up and over Russell. No good off the back of the rim.
I don't know if you can credit the defense for that. It was just a missed opportunity.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Gobert passes to Edwards. Got it. That bucket makes him just 3 for 10.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Leonard outside. They need this. Oh, it's blocked by Towns. And they're on the break. McDaniels passes to Towns. Denied by Leonard.
Dominant defense from Leonard, making a big effort to get his hand on the shot and swat it down.
Kicks it to George. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. George against Towns. Here's Gobert. Tries again. That one is off. And Los Angeles the other way now. George with it. The kick out to Wall. Zubac passes to Covington. Now here's Wall. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
It's all about the offensive boards. I mean, they're just a statement about toughness, trying to demoralize your opponent by outworking them, out-hustling them.
You know, another point I'd like to add is that they've had tremendous success early on converting turnovers and turning those into points.
Now here's Towns. He's got 9. Now Wall. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Leonard outside.
2 minutes remaining.
With the drive. And the dunk by Leonard.
Some serious intensity from Leonard. Driving in with a purpose and slamming it down.
Edwards against George. Edwards, the pass to Towns.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Karl Anthony Towns at the line for 2.
Good on both.
And the big fella with the skill level, showing a soft touch at the line.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's George. The rebound by the Timberwolves. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
And so here are the Clippers. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go.
You know, John Wall is not just a dynamic scorer. He is outstanding at sharing the ball with his open teammates.
Towns on a screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Outside Wall. Pass to George. And here's Zubac. Back to George. Second chance shot. And it's good on the layup. George has got 5 now.
George doing a great job using his length to get those rebounds corralled.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Now Towns. It's blocked.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Karl Anthony Towns. Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for LA.
That one drops. He ties it up. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. George outside. From behind the arc. Anderson pulls it down. Here's Noel into the lane. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota basketball.
Shot from the inbound. And the first half comes to a close in a tight.
With the score, your Clippers 25. The Timberwolves 25.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
On the court for the Timberwolves, they've got Kyle Anderson, Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince, and it's Reed in at the center position. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The Clippers shooting it at 52%. Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's McLaughlin. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Anderson. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That one on Morris. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. And here's Jackson. And the layup is good. Jackson's gotten his second bucket. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Here's Reed. That one's wide left. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 3 in this second half. Kennard on the wing. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Perhaps the case simply that some kind of motivational speeches at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
Here's Noel. Pass to Prince. Here's Noel. Now covers. Fires the three. Fires in the triple. Prince has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And you know Prince is feeling it when he takes this shot. Love the confidence.
Jackson outside. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
And so it's Minnesota with it, following the score by the Clippers. Offensive rebound, Noel. Oh, great D that time from Powell. The Clippers have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Morris for 3. Connects from downtown. And now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Pass to Noel. Got a hand on it. Anderson against Morris. Now here's Powell. Tight defense on him. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Reed with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Here's Prince. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, I like the fact that Prince does a good job picking his spots. He's not a guy that forces things. Kind of lets the game come to him naturally.
And the second free throw is good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Jackson. He's got 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
Good on the second one. There's a minute 17 left in the third quarter here. Here's McLaughlin. Over to the left wing. Here's Prince. He buries it from 3. Prince has got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming into the league, scouts predicted Prince would be a solid 3-and-D specialist, and they were spot on.
There's 49 seconds left in the third. Kennard outside. 5 to shoot. Powell right side. Off target from the wing. Minnesota has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Noel drives in. Pass to Prince. This for the tie. Here's Reed. They shoot again. Oh, that doesn't go on the chance to tie. Down low. Here's Batum. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Bouncing up with ease, Batum skilled at finishing with power at the rack.
Prince can't hit. The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top, leading by 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Slam dunk city, Paul George. Hit the big-time throwdown there.
Pass to Towns. And stolen by Covington. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
The kick out to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Leonard outside. Pass to George. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. It's Edwards on the wing. George defending. Oh, and there's the whistle. And they're not happy with the call here. Coach is given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the coach's challenge in place,
Previous play is under
personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He complimented the three-point shooting. He said, quote, "It's one thing to get the look, it's another to bury it. I believe in you guys. I think you've got this game on lock. Let's go out there and let's take this, guys."
Okay, thanks, Allie. George's shot is good.
Not a lot of wings are willing to score inside like Paul George. I mean, part of why he's elite at his position.
The kick out to Edwards. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. Wall against Russell. Wall gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Outside Edwards. Misses the 3. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. George outside from deep three-point range. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And sometimes with George, it doesn't really matter where he's squaring up from. If he's in rhythm, even from distance, you've got to get a hand in his face or he'll drain it.
The shot by Towns, no good.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Shot clock at 6. The shot by Towns, no good.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Ball against Russell. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Sends it home from three-point land. Edwards got 11 in the second half.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Leonard. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. George against Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
At every level, Edwards has been the go-to guy for his team. It's in his DNA.
George outside. Inside. Here's Zubats. Kicks it to George. Now a timeout called by the Clippers. They're leading by 4. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Russell, and he buries it. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game.
Yes.
Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Pocket 6. To the paint. Here's Zubats. Out to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. George left side. There's the triple and another shot. Leonard can't get it to go. To the inside. Here's Towns. Outside McDaniels. Edwards for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempted. Allie, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. 4 out.
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, a bit ago, Tyronn Lue and I were able to chat. I asked him how they plan to contain this offense, one of the most prolific in the league. He said, we'll have our work cut out for us, no question about it. They can hurt you a number of ways out of a number of sets. That's why they're so good. We just have to play the percentages and try to force them to take contested shots. Kevin, we'll see if they can accomplish that tonight. Back to you.
All right, David, sounds like they're very concerned about preventing an early run by their opponent.
No doubt. You don't want to play catch-up if you can avoid it. They're going to lean on their defense to try to keep this game in check.
And they're facing some excellent scores. It's going to take the effort of all 5 guys to make this strategy pay off.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Kicks it out to Covington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
And Brooks, here we go. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Lets it go with the 3. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. They'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
First team. Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
When you think of Dillon Brooks, his energy stands out. A guy who gives you everything he has.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse. In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. Covington, a screen on Bain. And it's George missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And that one is good. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything. And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Morant outside. Memphis the rebound. Bain passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant. Brooks feeling it out a bit. That one off the back iron and out.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him. Just rise straight up and drill it.
Here's Wall. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
It's Morant.
Oh, okay. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Wall passes to George, and it's George finishing it off.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
56 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Bain kicks to Jackson. Morant against Wall. Paul George with the steal. Leonard inside. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside, George. With the crossover. And it's good on the layup. George has got 8 points.
What a silky move by Paul George. He really had the ball on a string.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Morant driving inside. And then Morant slams it in.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Zubac's a screen on Bain. Back to Wall. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers ahead. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Wall's shot is off.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Jackson against Covington. 6 to shoot. And Covington sends it down.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a mess on the defensive end.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys.
Oh.
What body control from Morant, able to take the hit and power through it all.
Outside, Wall. The shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant drives in. Jackson from long range. Morant finds Brooks. The three. And that one's good. Morant's got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
Gotta honor Morant's 3 ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
Here's Wall. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Morant outside. Pass to Jackson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is great body control by Jaren Jackson. Takes the hit, completes the play, now gets to the line for one more.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a 3. And you see Kawhi's hustle in transition, always putting himself in position to succeed.
Morant against Wall. Jackson passes to Morant. Jackson drives in. Brooks finds Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
The awareness Morant has. Even in tough situations, he finds a way to score.
1:53 left to play here in the second quarter. Adams against George. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Morant wishes to Adams. Leonard with the steal. And George, here we go.
It's no secret that Kawhi has focused on improving his passing. Great look there.
Outside for Jackson. Back to Brooks. Knocked loose. Jackson down low. He's covered by Leonard. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. LA's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Wall. Leonard on the wing. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Here's Morant.
Oh! What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Wall up top, guarded by Morant. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. He was all alone on that one. Jackson's got 5 now.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
George with the bucket.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Morant kicks to Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. He has 5.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys. Okay, David, much appreciated.
23, the Grizzlies, 28.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jones. Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2 spot. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Jones against Wall. Here's Conchar. The kick out to Williams. Back to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Clippers trail by 6. Leonard the pass to George. Passes it to Zubac. Fades back. It's rebounded by Memphis. Memphis moving it around. Clark. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Jackson looking it over. The pass to Kennard. No good from outside. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season, Smitty, in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
This is why so many were high on Clark there. Love seeing him be aggressive.
Jackson with it. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Here's Williams, and he gets the bucket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
This is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
Now Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Quick off his feet, the long arms, easy jam for Jackson.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. 1:16 left in the third. Batum with the steal. Powell finds Morris. Outside for Batum. Here's Powell. Oh, Morris in position.
This is where Powell has really improved, handling the ball in the pick and roll situation and making passes in traffic.
Outside Jones. Outside Green. And Memphis with another turnover here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Substitution on the court.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And Jackson throws it down hard.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Here's Morant. Oh! I mean, that's a rugged play.
That one was big time. Bread and butter play. Morant in screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
Jackson kicks to Powell. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
It's Morant with the drive. And Morant throws it down.
What an athlete this guy is. Ja Morant is talented at staying in control.
Jackson, that's a two-pointer. Wow, huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Albert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morant looking around. Here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I mean, one of the hardest workers in the league. Adams has done a great job of refining his offensive skill set.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Outside, Bain. There's the lob to Adams. Stolen by Zubac. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. And it goes down 2 points. 9 points for John Wall.
And I just love the way Wall kind of knifes through that defense. He is masterful at slashing to the rim.
Morant drives in. Here's Adams. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on John Wall. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, a lot of what has happened is that they have gotten to the line. They have done a great job of finding contact and making them pay.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Brooks, the pass to Bain. Brooks against Leonard.
Locked down. Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
Brooks misses. Covington dishes to Leonard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Pass to Bain. Outside for Jackson. Covington with the steal. Stolen by Jackson. Adams with it. He's picked up by Wall. Here's Morant. And a wide open look for Bain. Good. Nice assist from Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. Ja Morant's a skilled distributor.
George sets a screen for Wall. It's George on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And he can't hit the second.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Brooks against Leonard. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Wall. Pocket 2. And the rejection by Morant.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
Memphis leading by 4. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. There's the drive, and then Morant slams it in.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than Ja Morant.
Takes it out to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot. A steal. Bain with it. He's picked up by Wall. Adams, the pass to Bain. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Here's George. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bain. It's hauled in by George.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And even if they make it, they need an immediate foul no matter who catches the ball.
There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Unable to get that one. Here's Morant. Outside, Bain. And so the Grizzlies take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin,
all right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.